This Loser Finally Won by the Nohashtagpoet. This morning, I didn't wake up happy. This morning was just the end of last night, the beginning of a new day. I didn't wake up happy because I haven't been to sleep, but I am happy. Happier than I've been in the span of time that I can clearly remember. I feel great. I feel amazing. I spent the whole night in amazement. I spent the night in awe. I spent the night enveloped in the beauty that is her. Finally. I waited so long for this dream to come true. I spent the night fulfilling dreams I've held as mere fantasy. Those fantasies remain fantasies for far too long, far too much time, for far too many years. I spent the night dealing in pleasure, all I could muster, but sadly it wasn't enough to finish the job. She and I both remained unsatisfied. It leaves me vexed to my very core, in my heart, in my soul. I let us both down. But I can offer her this. I'll be in peak performance condition for our next late night rendezvous. That's a promise. I can make her see the stars in the night sky as she soars among them. She'll see the face of God himself. The next time, she'll be properly satisfied, more than she's ever known, by my hand or that of another. I'll show her why she'll worship me. Complete satisfaction, both physically and emotionally. I gladly knelt before her for hours. The dark sky became light, poking and prodding with this eager tongue. Her taste, so earthy and mild with an intoxicating scent, I couldn't stop if I wanted to. As long as she let me go, I kept going. It's always been a dream of mine, since I've truly known her in all of her ways. To watch her eyes roll back in their sockets, to look up at her face looking back down at me, her face filled with love and passion, to feel her legs shaking uncontrollably over my shoulders. She deserves that sweet release. She deserves the best of everything life can give her. She's more precious than the emeralds that shine in her eyes, more precious than the air I breathe, more precious than the life flowing in my veins. That's my goal, my dream, my fantasy. I'll earn her total submission. I would let her drink the blood from my very veins just to see her perfect little sadistic smile. If that's all she requires, then she can drink deeply. I could die happy, but there's no glory in a weak death. So, let me die violently by her hand, whether through pain or pleasure, through blood or bone. Let me spend the whittling hours, my dwindling days, the time I have left, to seek pleasure of her and to feed it back to her in any form that she gives or requires. My mouth is injured and sore, my teeth dug into the inside of my lips while I use them to protect her pearl from my hungry fangs. Suction applied to pull her most sensitive bit from its protective hood, pulling it from its hiding place. But even through these cracked and bloody lips, I can easily hold a smile as I sit and reflect. Her perfection blessed me. I may very well carry this smile to my grave. I'll hold this smile upon my face until next her beauty presents itself before my hungry eyes. For when I next see her, it will not be a smile upon my face, but a fierce and animalistic look. Her shape and size, her perfect parts, they all complete the perfection that is her. This isn't pain. I've felt pain. My bloodied mouth is full of proud battle wounds. I earned every one of these injuries. The irritation in itself is just a reminder, and it refreshes the smile I carry on my lips. This isn't pain, because this minor irritation is born of her and our mutual works. This is nothing like pain. I'm no stranger to pain. Since I first laid my hunter's gaze upon her, she withheld herself from me. Pain was the years I spent yearning for her to be by my side in the darkest parts of the coldest nights. Pain was knowing the cold, hard reality of not having her as my own. Where only despair lives shines a glimmer of hope. And now, we both get the luxury of carrying the beauty of that never-ending night and that all-consuming memory of the time that this loser finally won.